Hello YouTube and welcome back to the FIFA 17 Sunderland Career Mode, and today we are finally on to episode 50, the final episode of the series, and we will be finishing the whole save. So as I may have mentioned in previous episode, this episode will include all of our games in the Champions League. So here you can see are the transfers that have been made. I've sold a lot of players, youngsters that are never going to get a chance. I've made a couple signings as well there. You may need to look down a little quick. Obviously, Lukaku was confirmed in the last season in January, so he was our first signing coming in as a free. But here is the squad report showing up for the season, the side that we will be playing. So Van Dijk and Jonathan Tah at centre back I think will improve the side really well. Walter Mathis is at a really good overall now, so he will be my first choice right mid in the games in the Champions League. And just some good players overall. Also Sorrell and Maja getting 270 overall, meaning if I wasn't doing this career further, they may have been getting more of a chance, but they just have not grown fast enough to be playing a big part in this save. So as you can see, we get the Champions League group stage started off with a game away from home in Basel. So the Swiss side here coming up against us. There you can see Romelu Lukaku and Andre Gray will be together up front. As I'm keeping the 4-4-2 formation, here is their team. Not too many players that I recognize. I know Seri Dia is an Ivorian midfielder, and Barak Yilmaz, I do believe, is the Turkish striker. Elyounoussi is another player I've heard of, and I believe that Xhaka is the Albanian brother of the Swiss midfielder, Granit Xhaka. They're just normal brothers, but it's just one chose to play for Albania and one chose to play for Switzerland. So there's my team. I am actually playing Marini on the right-hand side for this game. So as you can see, we get off with the first chance here. Corner whipped in by Guerrero. We'll try to head it on with Courtney, but it comes away. Blindline picks up the ball, tries to play it back in, but they pick up the ball here. Elyounoussi tries to clear it, plays it straight to Lukaku. Lukaku inside has the strike, and it's a good save by their goalkeeper. So as you can see, we once again come forward in the second half now, just after halftime. Marini picks up the ball, goes for one goal, has the strike, hits the post, and unluckily for us, Guerrero is unable to turn the rebound into the back of the net, but we get the corner, whip it in. Van Dijk with the header off the bar, and as you can see, Van Dijk has stayed down, and I do believe after this he was out for 4 months, so he will not be playing any more of the games in the group stage that I am aware of. Obviously I played this a little while ago, so I'm not too sure how things keep up, but as you can see, that is how the game finished, a 0-0 draw in the first game of the Champions League. A little disappointing, as Basel may be one of the weaker sides. No disrespect to them, it's just they never really do too well in the Champions League. May get to the knockout stages every now and then, but they're usually one of the weaker sides in their group. As you can see, a stronger side coming up now in the first ever Champions League game at the Stadium of Light. We are up against Sevilla at home, so a side that famously won the Europa League, I think 3 times in a row, but then got to the knockout stage of the Champions League, meaning they did not have another chance as they would have if they had finished third. Obviously, going further in the Champions League is a big thing for them, so we're trying to win our group here. So we have to follow that draw with a win at home. As you can see, once again 4-4-2, Lukaku and Carmo starting up front this time. Mathis now over on the right-hand side, and that is how the team is looking. Here is the Sevilla team. I recognize a few more players in this side, 2 players that still play for them in real life as well, and a couple of new signings, but I'm not too sure as not too up to date with the entire Sevilla squad. Some of them may have left in real life already. But as you can see, we're coming forward here quite early on. Cadamo plays the ball out wide to Mathis. Mathis sees the run of Lukaku in the middle, great ball in, and Romelu Lukaku heads it into the back of the net. A really good start for us in this game. After not able to score in 90 minutes against Basel, we scored within 8 against Sevilla, so a much better start to the game, as we're just looking to try and come away with a victory in our first home game in the Champions League. As you can see, Sunderland fans happy. Not that that happens very much in real life of late. As I'm recording this, we have just lost 2-1 at home to Cardiff City and sit in the bottom 3 of the Championship, so it's not going well in real life. But anyway, here you can see we're coming forward here. Guerrero gives it the ball out wide in the last few minutes. Servi with the strike into the top right corner. Really good goal by Servi. and we get a 2-0 lead, which will hopefully mean we win the game with only about 6 minutes to go, and the game should be wrapped up here. So winning at home, our first win in the Champions League is going to go a long way. So as you may also know, I will be showing who won the vote. I will not actually be showing it, but I will be announcing who has won by the end of this episode. Not that there will be enough time for anything to change, so I could just tell you now who won it, but I will leave it to the end, and then we will decide. I do believe Stoke are the most likely choices. I know they were winning the vote a long time ago, but I haven't checked up in the last couple of weeks. So, well, not a couple of weeks, that last week or so though, because I have not had much time to record this episode. It's going to be about half an hour, you will see the time anyway, just over half an hour I believe. So hopefully you enjoy this episode, but as you can see against Paris Saint-Germain here in
too much of an
next game, they do not have Neymar, which is a little bit, well, not a little bit, very good for me, as he would have been a top opponent. But they do have a very strong side anyway, very similar to what they had in real life last season. Cardi up front for them though, and not as many as another player that I do believe they signed. A couple players that aren't there in real life, Serge Aurier, and I know Krychowiak, who is out on loan at West Brom Albion, is also there on the game. So as you can see, here's my team, Lauren and Andre Gray starting up front this time. No room for Lukaku. I do believe he may have had some fitness concerns. Obviously, I'm simming the rest of the season in the background, as the Champions League is all I'm really focused on this season, as we did fail to win the league. But hopefully in simming we do find a way to do it. But as you can see the table there, Basel actually beat PSG in the first game. So that is really unfortunate for PSG, meaning that they are up against it in the league. But coming up away from home against them is not going to be easy. We do play it down from Blin into Andre Gray, who goes for one goal, has a strike with his left foot, and it goes into the bottom right-hand corner. Really good goal from Andre Gray, a good counter-attacking goal from us. Great ball from Blin, and after the finish, we are 1-0 up in Paris to give us the lead, and it's just a brilliant time for us at the moment. So as you can see, we're once again trying to come forward, tackled by Thiago Silva, but we do get it back to Declan John. Sergio picks up the ball here, gives it into Zakaria. Zakaria with the strike from outside the box into the top left corner, and 2-0 lead now is absolutely amazing. To come away from home against Paris Saint-Germain, to take a 2-0 lead gives us a real chance of going on to win this and actually winning the group, as we will have 7 points from a possible 9. But as you can see here, with about 5 minutes to go, in the game, they do whip in a corner. Kazawa touches it, but it's pretty poor. They do get the ball out. Da Costa chases it down, and Da Costa, the centre back, makes the tackle, goes through on goal, one-on-one with the keeper basically. He just needs to keep the pace away, and he slots it into the bottom right-hand corner. Our regen centre back, brilliant run from the halfway line after winning the ball back, goes for one goal and scores the winner. So a really good goal for us. One thing you may have noticed, that this episode may be a little different. The sound quality might be different. I'm not sure if it's going to be better or worse. Please do let me know if you prefer the videos to be made like this. The reason is because of the video being this long, I was unable to do it using the Xbox Upload Studio that I usually use. As you can see, we did win the game. But anyway, I do usually use the Upload Studio, but because of the video being that long, I couldn't. So I had to go and find my own editing software, like video editing software on the internet, to record the audio. And hopefully you enjoy it, and just let me know.
Have an opportunity,
because I could just use this in the future as well. But as you can see, they're top of the group, 2 points clear. And we will hopefully now get away with the win. As you can see, we come up away from home against Savino for a final away game in the group stage, meaning that our last 2 games are at home against PSG and Basel. So we should hopefully be coming away. But as you may have realized, if we do win this game, if results go our way, we could actually confirm qualification to the knockout stages with this game and only have a top spot to play for. So we just have to hope.
This is the Sevilla lineup for this game. Daniel Carrizo starts.
But as you can see here, there's the Sevilla team.
It's good to see them going
quite
with 2
similar to
strikers
the last side they played, sticking with the same formation. Obviously, I don't think the teams can change. Tolo and
this is the Sunderland team for you today.
Yarmolenko are 2 players I did recognise, played in both games. So here's my team, Lukaku and Lauren up front, and that is how it is looking. Ta and Da Costa at centre backs again. So as you can see, we're coming forward here. Zakaria to Servi, into Lukaku, back to Cattermole. Cattermole sees the run of Declan John down the left hand side, so gives it to him. Lukaku then plays it into Zakaria. We pick up the ball with Servi, passes it through to Larin, who takes it round the goalkeeper, has a strike, and it is turned into the back of the net by Adil Rami in the 6th minute, just after the 5-minute mark ticked over. Really good, well-worked goal. I do believe that it may have just been missing, but luckily we got it turned in by Rami. As you can see, a little bit scrappy from Sevilla, and we do win it back here with Servi. He goes for the strike at the near post, but it does just roll wide. Pretty poor effort, and Sevilla get the goal kick. From the goal kick, they try and take it short, but play it straight to Kyle Larin, who has the strike and misses a really good opportunity in what was pretty much an open goal. So after putting his first shot off target and ended up being an own goal, that one was off target and it wasn't. This time though, he does go through down the line and gets fouled by Adil Rami, who is not having a good game, and a penalty is giving. So a chance for Romelu Lukaku to make it 2-0 to Sunderland. Lukaku stepping up straight down the middle and into the back of the net. So great penalty by Lukaku, just having to roll it down, making sure that the goalkeeper couldn't get to it. Luckily the goalkeeper did move out the way and we got the 2-0 lead. So a 2-0 lead is now against Sevilla, and we will hopefully get away with the win now.
Because he does keep it clear.
With about 25 minutes to go. As you can see though, back with 10 minutes to go, and the goalkeeper makes the same mistake. I played across with Lukaku. Andre Gray gets there and blasts it into the back of the net. So that is what happened last time. They played a short goal kick, which nearly had them punished from Larin. This time they are punished as Lukaku plays it across, and Andre Gray uses his pace to get there and make it 3-0. But as you can see here, we kick it forward now. Lukaku goes for the header, misses out to Vasquez, but that is the full-time whistle. A brilliant 3-0 win once again. So 2 3-0 wins in the last 2 games, plus a 2-0 win against Sevilla, and a 0-0 draw. I mean, we haven't conceded in our 4 games in the Champions League so far. As you may have noticed, Paris did beat Basel, and because we have already qualified, I decided to simulate the games, because we only needed to beat Basel here to confirm a group win, and I did think that simulating would get us that. So Cattermole, as you may see now, has given us the lead in the 18th minute. They do equalise though to Stefan with the goal in the 38th, but Cortia restores our lead in the 49th minute, and we are just advancing now, hoping to hold on to this lead. And as you can see here, with 15 minutes to go, just trying to see out the win, but Jonathan Tarr makes it 3-1 in the 85th minute, and that confirms that we do win the group, meaning that this game against Paris is a little bit meaningless. But as you can see, they lost to Sevilla, so if we could beat Paris here or even hold them, they may not qualify, and as you can see we did. I skipped it for some reason, but Krychowiak scored the goal in the 9th minute for them, but with about 11 minutes to go, Cortia scored the goal for us to make it 1-1, confirming we're winning the group, which I do believe was done after the Basel game. But as you can see, we get into it in the end of January, as we may have made a couple more signings and sales. As you can see, transfer deadline day has ended. Zakaria wants to leave because he's not playing much in the League Sim games. As you can see, we're in the FA Cup against Southend, but that is not going to be played. Here you can see we have signed a couple players and sold a couple more as well. And Barini, one of the big ones, leaving to join Lazio, as he was still playing a little bit in the Champions League, but I decided to keep Mathis as first choice and Duncan Whitmore as second one, as after he came back from loan at the end of last season. He hasn't really played for me, but he will get a chance if we do need him. As you can see, here is the squad report at the end. Obviously Mathis up to a 79 overall now, looking pretty decent. It is a shame I didn't get more games played, as he could have really become a really good player. He has become quite good anyway.
Which is the
he could have been one of those players that if I moved on to different clubs I would have taken. As you can see though, into the knockout stages, a round of 16 of the Champions League, we are coming up against Villarreal, the first game played away from home in the first leg, and this game was pretty fun to play actually. As you can see, former Sunderland player Alfred Ndai with place in midfield for them. As you can see, here is their team now. I recognise a few of them players that still play for them in real life or did anyway at the end of last season. Alexander Pato, Alfred Ndai, obviously Castillo,
formation,
I recognise,
really
and also
capable of causing problems here today.
for Asensio.
Sunderland have made only the one change. Ralph Fährmann starts in goal.
Sebastian
Corsia starts, looking to continue his good form at the back. It's good to see them going with two strikers today.
He is Zlatan Ibrahimovic's regen. I couldn't sign him at the beginning of the season because he had just signed for Queen's Park Rangers, as I do believe Zlatan had just retired. As you can see here, in the 40th minute, they take the lead. Poor defending by me, not able to pick up the man who scored the goal, not able to tackle him, and it's actually the centre-back, Musacchio, puts the ball into the back of the net, into the bottom corner, out of the reach of our goalkeeper.
Well, great delight for the defender.
Yeah, I mean,
as you can see, it was just a free kick, but look at that, I ran the player away, and Musacchio picked up the ball and put it into the back of the net. Here you can see with about 12 minutes ago, we put the ball down the line. Cameron Ward with the ball, looks for the chance, plays it into Blin, gets it back to Ward, who goes with the chance and puts it just wide on his weaker right foot from the edge of the box. I'm not sure why he took right-footed, he probably could have hit that left-footed.
Well, this is fascinating.
But as you can see, with about 10 minutes to go here, they're trying to come forward again. Castellano on the ball, but tackled by Andres Teo, played through to Cameron Ward, who goes for one goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, has the chance and puts it straight at the central. And it stays at 1-0. So poor finish by Ward, and we can't get away. But once again, Ward picks up the ball, has the chance, going right-footed, and hits it straight at Asensio. So 3 really good chances for him in the last 15 minutes of the game. And we were unable to score a goal with him. The goalkeeper does come forward, but he is unable to get anywhere near a chance. We do pick the ball up. I play it back out wide to Mathis. One last chance. Try whip it into the box. Cameron Ward misses the ball, and Mario Gaspar clears the ball, and that is how the full-time whistle goes, and that is how the game ends. So as you can see here, look at the stats. We had a lot compared to the one shot, which was on target and in the back of the net for a goal. So really disappointing.
That frustration that you feel
we need
as the
to
home
go
team when you only draw.
on in this
They drew
game
against
to try and win and go
and a bit fortunate to draw the match 1-1. I've just got a hunch that this one will go the other way. I think they're going to lose.
As you can see, Nedvall and Lukaku.
Well, this is a real shuffling of the pack by Sunderland for this game.
They're saying a shuffling.
Fährmann starts in goal. Sebastian Corsia starts, looking to continue his good form at the back. They've got plenty of goal threat with 2 strikers in the attack.
As you can see, a similar side.
This is the lineup for Villarreal.
I actually think it's pretty much
so we have 4-4-2 against 4-4-2. It is a throwback match.
It is indeed.
Our players just trying to get ready for this game. So as you can see here, in the 35th minute, we pick up the ball for a throw. Lukaku gives it in to Guerrero. He plays it to Zakaria, and we're just trying to get the goal that would put us in a much more comfortable position. Nedvall picks it up here, pulls it back to Mathis, who has the chance and puts it just wide off the target. So disappointing chance, not taking. But here you can see DaCosta makes a tackle. Alexis Blin picks up the ball, has the run, sees the run of Nedvall, who plays it through the run. Nedvall then sees the run of Lukaku. Lukaku picked up the ball, has the strike, it's saved. Alexis Blin on the follow-up rolls it into the back of the net just before halftime to make it 1-0 to Sunderland and give us a more comfortable position.
Well worked goal, Alan, by Sunderland.
So
sometimes as a defender you need a bit of luck.
We will hold on to this, maybe get to extra time, or score another goal to be in the lead on aggregate, although we cannot let them score or else they will have an away goal and we will need 2 more from this position. But as you can see, we pick up the ball. Alexis Blin on the edge of the box has a strike and it goes well wide. It's a poor effort, but he had a go. We just have to try. As you can see here, we're in the 116th minute with Villarreal, going forward as Espinoa down this left-hand side. He whips it in, really poor defending, and Alexandre Pato heads it under the arm of my goalkeeper. I was very disappointed from him there. And with 3 minutes to go plus injury time, there is not going to be enough time for me to score 2 goals. Poor defending, nobody picking up Pato, but I do believe that Furion should have done better. As you can see, we're in the 120th minute here, trying to throw the ball forward. I'm not sure what the urgency is about because we're not going to get 2 chances. And there you can see the full-time whistle. We are out of the Champions League, and it's just really disappointing that we could not have gone further. I do believe we beat better sides in the group stage than Villarreal. No offense to Villarreal, but I do believe that PSG are a bit of a better side. But that may be an opinion, maybe a fact, I'm not sure. That's up to you to decide. But I decided to keep playing as I'm not happy leaving the episode here. So I give you the second time we're dropping of this season.
Looking for another victory.
Coming up away from
Last time out,
St
they won
James
at home
Park
against Stoke City.
Yeah, nice and tight at the back in the 1-0 win.
One of the biggest
Clean
games
sheets are great,
of
and
any
the
season,
strikers
really.
can score. I think they
Although
will win
we
today
are
again.
near at the top of the table in the simulation, I will tell you that. As you can see, our players just lining up here against Newcastle United, and you will see the sides very soon. So here is the Newcastle United side.
Newcastle United's lineup. Jack Colback starts with Vernon Anita in central midfield.
Mbemba
Just
and
one
Keelan Clark
out-and-out
at the back,
attacker
Matt
in the
Sells in
lineup.
goal, and I wasn't sure who was up front. Manuel Riviere on the bench for them, a player that just not.
This is the Sunderland team for you today.
Because he did
Elton
not
John
really
starts
do
with
well. And I
Sebastian
just realised that
Kruschka as the wide defenders, and it's rounded off the team with these two strikers.
So I apologise for pronouncing that wrong. Because of the mistakes made by
pre-match press
Farman
talk
in that last game, I decided to put the other goalkeeper in
between
game.
them today,
And I need to apologise about him as well.
I think you've got to be bullish.
I've always
There's
been
not
saying
much
the
to
Polish
separate them,
goalkeeper,
but,
and
if they
that
come
was
out
me
here
assuming,
and
and I
produce their
apologise
best
because
form,
he is actually
got every
German.
chance.
I realised very recently, but as you can see, we
was
had a
a
chance there.
chance.
The shot saved, the rebound fell to Lukaku. Sorry,
Lukaku.
I was going to say falls,
Romelu
but I
Lukaku.
decided to say fell. Sorry about that.
Between
But
these two. Nice
Lukaku
passing.
with a poor header over the bar, but as you can
This
see,
could
we
be
go
it.
for one goal here.
Shot
Alexis
on
Blinn
here.
cuts on
Oh,
with his
here
right,
it is.
finesses it into the
Close
bottom
goal of the
right-hand
game,
corner.
and
Really
they
good finish by Alexis
absolutely
Blinn to
dominated.
put us into the lead
Very good
at St
play.
James Park.
Defence
Take the
opened
lead
up
in
again,
the
but the
Tyne-Moore
difference
derby,
is this time
and
that
hopefully
they
we
put the
will
ball
be able
past
to
the
hold
goalkeeper.
on to this.
Good
Really good
finish.
finish by him,
And
past
they're
Marcel,
looking
a
at very
goalkeeper that I'm
Chancel
pretty sure
Mbemba.
Newcastle fans aren't a big lover of. I do believe
Dion.
they think all the other keepers are better.
Run
And
on
from what I've
Anita.
seen of him, he isn't as good
he's
as
totally
the others. Rob Elliott, I
done the
believe,
defender.
is a much better goalkeeper, and Caldello is as
Here's the
well.
chance.
But anyway, you can see
Right
they
to
came
post.
forward here. I believe that was Vernon Anita, a player who has joined Leeds in real life, hitting the post.
Romelu
And unlucky
Lukaku.
for him not getting in, but we do get
In
away with
quickly.
one there. As you can see in the 65th minute here, Kochi plays the ball really well down the
Really
right to
trying to
Marcus.
use the
He
full
cuts
width
back,
of the pitch
goes
here
back onto his
to
right
make some
foot,
progress.
crosses the ball to the back post,
And
and
it's a
Nedvall
header.
with the header and
What
a
a
really
fine
good save
save.
by Marcels actually. So that was good for him to make that
Moving the
save.
opposition
As
around
you
with
can see,
their play,
we pick up
these
the
two
ball again
players.
down the right-hand side. Really good work
Got a
between
great
Lauren
understanding
and
this
Mathis.
team. Just look
Plays
at
down
the
to
passing.
Caramol. Caramol then
Got the
tackled
tackle in.
Kyle
Here's a
Lauren runs
chance.
onto the ball, hits the wall, and another really good save by
Got the
Marcel. So
lead.
despite
They've got
what
the corner. The
maybe
ball's
said
at the
about
right
him
end
in
of
real
the
life,
pitch
he's
for
played
them.
really well
They
in
can
the
do it
game.
forward to get into
As you can see, 90th minute here,
Now
and the
Sunderland.
full-time whistle goes. So really good victory for us, the 1-0 win. I'm happy to get bragging rights in the derby game and get away with the 3 points there. That is the main part of that. And the next game we will be getting into is the FA Cup semi-final at Wembley against Brighton. So I may be dragging this episode out a bit, sorry, but I decided because of how far we were in the FA Cup that I would show that as well, because we have not been able to get anywhere really in the competition in the past in this career. So I was saying we got to the semi-final. I decided to play this match and show you what is going to be happening in the game. So as you can see here,
This is the
our
Sunderland
lineup.
team
So
for you today.
Truman goal,
Sebastian
Patrick
Kruschka starts,
in goal,
looking to continue his good form at the
and
back.
Tar
And they've
and
got
Van
plenty
Dijk
of goal
and
threat with
Henry
two
as the back
strikers
four,
in the
and
attack.
Caramore and Headball up front with Marcus and Serby down the line. And I believe,
Brighton will play with
Zakaria
these players
and
today.
in midfield. I'm sorry,
And
I
the
just saw
opposition,
that
Alan,
there.
also 4-4-2 today.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see whether these two teams do actually cancel each other out.
Hemed and Baldock.
Sunderland.
Obviously Brighton in the championship now, and they're doing pretty well for themselves. As you can see, we get a counter-attack from over in the 6th minute of the game.
Sharp
Running down the
piece
line
of
with
attacking
Marcus.
play from Sunderland.
He plays it into Jan Caramel.
They try one now. Really powerful shot. They got
To stay in level terms. So as you can see now, they take a goal kick. I headed back though, get the ball. with
attacking well here.
Caramel. He plays it into
It's a
the
quick
ball.
break.
Headball with a strike into the back.
He's goal!
Really good finish by
Fantastic
him
start.
to make us warm it up.
Really quick off the blocks here.
And so
And they give
that
themselves a
shouldn't be
terrific
done.
boost for what
It
lies
should be
ahead.
played at a neutral ground like it used to be.
You want to score
Having
too many better
Game
than
of
that, you
Wembley is
certainly
more
won't have hit.
special, but having to go there twice in one competition is a bit strange. I do believe, in my opinion anyway. I know there's some people who will disagree and some people who agree.
Sunderland
As you can see,
might
we
make a
put the
goal
ball
and
down
score
the
from
right-hand
here.
side with Mathis
It's a
into
good ball.
Zakaria.
And a shot
Zakaria
goal.
goes straight into
Beat the goalkeeper. Hit the top of the bar.
strike from the
Didn't lead to anything, the cross.
And as you can see here, from a goal kick in the 88th minute, We flick on the ball, have it with Gray, play it
moving
down
forward
Marcus.
with
Marcus
some danger to the
run
opposition
of
now they're here.
Headball goes to one goal,
Chance.
has the striker
Nice
into
ball touch
the
to
back.
score the goal.
Make it 2-0 against Brighton, and that is the corner surely in the 90th minute.
Well, it's just a footnote to the match, really. It confirms the win.
Yeah, I think the goal scorer will be pleased. Another one for his tally.
So they can't be taking anything for granted.
Well, they can't. My advice would be to try and go out there and win it, to be positive rather than sitting back.
Against Tottenham Hotspur. I did try and record it showing the league table, but I do believe if we win this game, I'm sorry, before coming into this game, I think we were 2 points ahead of Tottenham. I believe it was Tottenham anyway. Sorry if I've got that wrong. Like I say, I recorded this a little while ago, but we did need to avoid defeat, and I believe that would confirm.
We have 3 changes for Spurs since they last
Spurs
played.
side,
Ugo Lloris
Suarez
starts in
will be
goal.
sold to them
Kobe
at centre
Alderweireld
back.
starts, looking to
Jake
continue
McCarthy
his
in
good
their
form at the back.
got rid of
Son
in real life,
Heung-min
and a lot of
starts.
players.
He was
Josh
man of the
Kimmich
match in his
from Bayern
last
Munich
game.
on the bench
And
for
leading
them,
the
and
line
Marcus
today
Rashford
is
as well
Luciano
on the bench.
Vietto.
Here's my team.
This is the Sunderland team for you today. Ron Furman starts in goal. Sebastian Corchia starts with Declan John as the fullbacks. Lee Cattermole starts. He's back from suspension. They've got plenty of goals. Nabil Bentaleb.
He's still in the Spurs team, and Kyle Walker as well, who obviously left in real life. He picks up the ball down the right-hand side here, though, in the 42nd minute. Tries to play a pass
Good position.
inside.
They've
Plays it
worked
down
this
the line
attack
to
very
Josh
well.
Onuma.
Into a
Onuma
quite a dangerous
plays the
position
ball
now.
back and
Saw the goal and went for it.
Vietto.
He had it
Luckily
sparkly.
for us, his shot is really cool. We get in though after a lot of nothing happening in the 78th minute. Spurs with the ball once again, trying to get a
James
chance
McCarthy.
to stop us from winning the title. It was either
now.
I will say now, I believe it was
Trying
either
to find an
Spurs or
opening.
Chelsea that were
Shoots.
trying to win the title.
Very good game here.
But there you can see their player
The
getting the
offside.
shot off target.
Stops the
As
play.
you can see, we
Right
are
went up.
in the 93rd
Referee blew.
minute now, or very close to 90th minute plus 3 added on.
Lee
So
Cattermole.
wherever we are within 1 to 3 minutes. But there you can see the
Well, the
full
end
time
of a
whistle,
superb
and as you
season
may hear,
in the
we
Premier
have
League.
won
They
the
are the
Premier-
champions.
won the
To
Premier League
experience
title.
these moments, put it
And
into
a
words
Bill
for us.
Mulcahy
It is a
in
wonderful
boring
feeling,
final day,
indescribable,
but we
and
didn't get away
they've
with the
always
win.
retained a
And Lee
fantastic
Cattermole, the
team
man
spirit,
who
and
needed
that's
the ball
seen
than
them through
anyone
some of
in
those
his
difficult
current
months.
side that I have on the
Well,
game.
they will be bonded
will be
together
lifting the
forever.
Premier League trophy. Obviously not something I
As
can see
sharers
happening
of this
anytime
superb
in the near
triumph
future.
in the Premier League.
The Championships trophy seems a long way off right now, but we will take what we can get in this.
So many
video
months,
game.
Alan, of hard
So as
work
you can see
have
here,
brought them to this
I know
podium
it's not really
and the
deserved
proximity
to
of the
see
great
that
trophy
because of
itself.
sitting it.
Yeah, they've
And
had to
it's
bite
a
the look
little
at
sad
times,
to see
haven't
us
they?
lifting
But
it in the
they've
third
stuck
kit.
together as well.
And
Really
rather than
organised
the whole
outfit
kit.
led by a top-class
We will take it,
manager.
the red and white
Fully
stripe,
deserved winners.
Red and white ribbons on the Premier League trophy is very nice to see. And Lee Cattermole to lift it is even better. But there you can see the Premier League
League
being
champions!
Okay, so anyway, I decided just to give a little bit of time there. I'm not sure why, I just did it. This is not something I'm going
Great
to do
moments
because
these,
it's a long
Alan.
time to be talking so
Sharing
much.
the joy
This is
on the
one
field
time
with
I
those
will
off it, the
before I
fans.
believe
They'll know
it's
where
not been too bad.
their
I believe
particular
that
friends and
this episode
families
is
are in the
not
stadium.
over yet, though.
Yeah, it's at this
Because of
point
us being
really you
right
don't
in
want
the
to
FA
leave
Cup
the pitch.
semi-final.
You
The
don't
final
want
thing you will see
these
is
moments
the FA
to
Cup
end.
final. I'm sorry,
Wonderful
I'm moving
camaraderie
right in.
between the lads.
Sorry
What a
for a
moment
couple
for them.
mistakes though. But there you can see our fans being really happy. And I am actually going to choose now. As you can see, we are going to play in the FA Cup final against Manchester United. Us in our home kit, them in their away kit. There you can see Jose Mourinho for United.
We have 3 changes for Sunderland today. Sebastian Corchia starts with Declan John as the fullbacks. They've got plenty of goal threat with 2 strikers
also
in the
Zakaria
attack.
coming in for Cattermole, I do believe. But I do believe. I'm sorry. I
There are 3
think,
alterations in this Manchester United lineup. In goal, Kevin Trapp. Matteo Darmian plays with Luke Shaw as the fullbacks. Morgan Schneiderlin starts, his suspension is over. Alexandre Lacazette as the lone striker today.
So that actually the club captain lifts it, as it would be so much easier. And I wouldn't
Here's
even
Shaw.
play Cattermole if I didn't have to, because it was a little tired after playing the full game against Tottenham.
Probing away.
As you can see, there's a
Trying to
quote here.
find room for a
Alexander
shot, maybe.
Lacazette, the man who's at
Very good
Arsenal
passing
in
from
real
this
life,
team.
picks up the
This
ball,
with the
takes it
chance
to
to go
battle,
into the
plays it
lead
off to
now.
Luke Shaw, but it's a good save by our goalkeeper. And as you can see,
Great
80 minutes
passage
gone
of-
here, not much happening.
Shoots!
Cattermole has the chance.
You can't fault
And
him
it
for lack of
just
effort. It's
the
still
crossbar.
level.
I will be putting Cattermole down towards the final 15 minutes to go. We will continue to try and push forward and get the win in this game. As you can see, though, it's into the 86th minute. Manchester United pick up the ball. Luke Shaw picks it up, and it's a really good chance for Lacazette. But what a save by Patrick, the
Maybe now
goalkeeper,
is the
to
time.
keep us
It's a
in
corner.
the lead in this game. So I'm sorry, not in the lead. To keep us level in the game.
Piece of attacking
And
play
as you
from
can see, we
Sunderland.
pick up the ball in the 90th minute. Walter Mathis gives it to Cattermole, back up to
Sebastian
Kochia.
Kochia.
Kochia tries to whip it
But
in,
it's a corner
but
now,
it
and
is
that means
deflected
a
behind.
chance late on.
As you can see, we pick up the chance. Walter Mathis with the ball in. It's headed on. Andre Gray picks up the ball and slams it into the back of the net in the 90th minute to
Only
finish
needs half a chance
the
this
game
point.
with
And
the
the
win.
defenders can't
Winning
believe
the
he's
FA
tucked
Cup
it away.
final is the last thing you will see in this series. So I really hope you enjoyed that. And hope you will enjoy the next series, which I can.
Well, a little look of celebration, but inwardly he must be buzzing. Brilliant.
Look at the magic light in it. It looks like it was a set piece amongst those players. They've worked long and hard, haven't they, over the course of the last 9 months or so. Boy, they deserve it.
Stoke City with 50%.
These are special moments for a very successful team. Congratulations to them.
I'm going to continue going now. As you can see, we did win the game.
Well, it is the most famous domestic club competition in the world, the oldest, still widely celebrated.
That we have to move on.
And to go up
that was the last major
to
trophy.
collect the FA Cup. Alan,
Not the
you've
last
done
final,
it.
we've been to a couple
Yeah,
since.
it's a magnificent feeling.
Most
And these
recently
players, I
in
think defensively they owe
2020
those
EFL Cup final,
defenders
which I believe was
a
the
big
capital
pat on the
and
back
we
because
lost 3-1
their
to
success
Manchester
has
City.
been based
As
on
you can
that.
see, Lee Cattermole just
The
stays
FA Cup
with the
winners.
Premier League trophy. He lifts the FA Cup trophy as well, and he will be very happy with that. He has been a really good servant to the club, and we are happy to have him here. One of the better players I can do sometimes. We do miss him when he's injured. Every now and then he comes alive. Games can become a little hard early on.
Great moments these, Alan.
But
Sharing the joy on the field with those of it, the fans. They'll know where
in front of the
their particular friends and families are in the stadium.
Yeah, it's at this point really you don't want to leave the pitch. You don't want these moments to end.
This video, if you did, please do leave a like. That would be much appreciated. If you enjoyed the video and want to see the Stoke City career mode, please do subscribe, as that would be much appreciated. But anyway, once again, I just want to say thank you for watching as we finish with a squad report and maybe look at the league tables. But this is where I'm going to leave you, so thanks again for watching. I'll see you later.